today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Broncos offense backed up here to start this drive. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their fifth-year running back.
And he comes off a dazzling performance a week ago, over 100 yards rushing and receiving in that game. That is now the stat line you see every day. He'll be hard-pressed to repeat that, but just shows how comfortable he is in this offense.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Wilson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
And we talked earlier in those first couple of weeks about how he fits in with this new offense. He's insisted he could be the lead guy. He just needs the carries to prove it. And he's certainly gotten some looks here early, and he's taking advantage.
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. He'll try again, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. The Broncos at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From just shy of midfield, Wilson is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 54 yards on the ground for him so far. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On first down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. Justin Herbert, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Marquise Brown, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth. Brandon Gaud.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 95 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Again, Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head scheme going.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions down.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. But they can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock, work it down, and, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Denver's offense now set to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Hands it off out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Denver, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC.
One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.